Hello. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a project that I'm working on, as I'd like to share the whole process here as I go. Because I love drawing outfits, and I've been working on some guides for designing fantasy fashion, I thought I would try making a lookbook. Of course, real lookbooks tend to be done with photographs of real-world outfits, but there's no reason not to use the style and format of one for other things too. Something about the examples I've seen just leaves me very inspired. I also read somewhere that the original concept of lookbooks came from cinematography, where they were used as a sort of reference guide, which is an idea I really like as well. It's also useful to have some constraints when approaching a project, otherwise it can easily run away with you. Certainly for me, anyway. So I'll be using some of the design tips for lookbook layouts to determine how many images I'll need, which is recommended to be somewhere between 8 and 15. I want to draw 2 images for each character, so that I can design the outfit from multiple angles, so I think I'm going to aim for 6 characters. I might also include some drawings of key items unworn as well, as I've seen those included in some of the examples too. I like to include close-up details when I'm designing anyway, so it would be a shame not to use them, hahaha. For this first project, I'm going to be theming the outfits around a set color, and trying to style them to match my characters. Because a lot of my characters tend to wear black, it will be an interesting exercise to see how I can still convey their personalities when dressing them in a way that they wouldn't normally appear. In that sense, it's both a fashion design and character design exercise in one. As I've already picked a central color to work around, the next step for me was to find some nice color palettes that incorporate it. These will help determine things like accent colors, but it will also make it a lot easier to design patterns for the project too. Because, of course, there are going to be patterns. I had a handful of teal patterns already that would be suitable for this, but I thought it would be fun to add some new ones as well. The way I see it, the more elements I have to play with for one project, the easier it will be for the next project too. I may have overdone it a little bit though. As an aside, when it comes to picking color palettes, you don't have to look for palettes directly, you can make them from existing items as well. Neither of these images had their color palette alongside them originally. If you're using Canva, it will automatically pick out the key colors from an image that you add to your document, but there are also some dedicated apps for this process too. I've used Coolers in the past too and found it pretty effective. I'm going to approach the next steps on a character-by-character basis, where I'll go over the design of the outfit for each one, but also a little bit about poses and things too. Hopefully someone will find it useful, but it might be quite a long project. It's good to have goals though, right? Hahaha. Anyway, that's all from me for today. Catch you next time.